The art style of a game is one of the first things we as players notice, and in many ways, it can really draw us in to actually play. So, when a cozy game is designed with a unique visual style, it can really make it stand out from the rest. Hello friends, Sarah Sunstone here, and welcome back to Cherry on Top. In today's episode, I'll be counting down 10 new cozy games with unique art styles that you might like to add to your wish list. So if you love discovering new games, please go ahead and shine the lovely like button to let me know, and make sure to subscribe to my channel with your notifications on so you don't miss out on finding your next favorite title. Otherwise, without any further ado, let's get right into it. Coming in at number 10 is Rooster, a story-rich puzzle adventure celebrating the best of ancient Chinese culture and community through traditional folklore, art, music, and food. The story kicks off with the 12 animals of the Chinese zodiac coming together for their annual Lunar New Year's Eve party. However, Rooster's behavior is too much for the animals to take, so a fed-up dragon sends Rooster back in time to learn some lessons, where you'll need to make wise choices with Rooster along their journey, or face the possibility of being stuck in the past forever. The gameplay itself seems to offer a buffet of variety, with each of the 12 levels themed around each Chinese zodiac animal, and including unique mechanics like hidden object levels, puzzles, cooking, logic, dialogue choices, paper crafting, garden design, tower defense, and even a dating sim. So when I say there's a little bit of everything, I really mean it. Rooster seems to offer a really unique experience alongside its visually distinct art, which has all been hand-drawn in a style inspired by Chinese brush painting, but it's also said to incorporate some silly animations. Rooster will be releasing for PC and Mac via Steam, with a playable demo available if you'd like to give it a try. Next, at number 9 is Moomin Troll Winter's Warmth, a wholesome, story-driven adventure inspired by the beloved Moomin Tales, which also happens to be today's sponsor. In this title, you play as young Moomin Troll when he unexpectedly wakes up early from his winter hibernation, finding himself completely alone for the first time. Initially seeking someone to care for him and longing to banish winter, he reluctantly embarks on a journey into the unknown, learning to forge new friendships and help those in greater need than himself along the way. On this adventure, you'll help Moomin Troll confront his fears and discover warmth in the winter through community and kindness. As you can see, the game offers a lovely storybook art style that really brings out the beauty of winter. You'll get to wander through breathtaking, frosty landscapes inspired by Nordic nature, exploring Moomin Valley along with the nearby forests and mountains. Moomin Troll Winter's Warmth is already out for PC and Mac via Steam and the Nintendo Switch, with a free upgrade available for the Nintendo Switch 2 arriving at a later date. But I'm excited to announce that the game will also be receiving physical editions for the Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 5 on September 18th. With pre-orders available now. There's even a collector's edition for both platforms with some beautiful items, including a physical art book. So for those of you who are like me and appreciate actually owning your games and also enjoy physical goodies, definitely check out the link in the description to learn more. Thank you so much to Hyper Games for taking care of creators like me and very kindly sponsoring this portion of today's video. Then at number 8 is Cappy Castaway, an exploration adventure game where the dynamic duo of a capybara pup named Cappy and a clever crow named Corvy team up to solve puzzles and help friendly animal castaways as they journey across a mysterious island. Each character will have unique abilities that will help the duo overcome challenges together. For example, Cappy can sniff, dig, and push obstacles, while Corvy can fly, fetch items, and carry Cappy to new places. These skills can be used to solve puzzles, open new paths, reveal hidden stories, and will allow players to approach different objectives in creative ways. Apparently, your choices will also matter, which will help shape the story and even unlock multiple potential endings. What's really great about this title is that you have the option to play solo and control both characters yourself, or share the adventure with a friend in co-op mode, so you can explore the vibrant world together. The painted art style definitely has a unique look to it, which makes so many elements of the environments really pop. I also love how adorable many of the animals look, while others actually have a bit of a quirky, silly style to them. Cappy Castaway will be releasing later this year on Steam and Steam Deck, but I would love to see console versions for this too, especially with those co-op features being available. Coming in at number 7 is Truckful, a delivery adventure game revolving around completing errands and quests for local villagers, and uncovering an ancient mystery that surrounds the nearby old forest. In this title, you'll drive your upgradable and customizable pickup truck across winding countryside roads, dusty lowlands, and small towns. Equipped with a large cargo bed, you can deliver all kinds of goods to the townsfolk, from ice-cold fish that needs to be delivered fast, or a classic grandma's vase that must be handled with care. You'll be rewarded for your efforts with upgrades like improved weight and load capacity, help from the locals with scrap collection, and more. But it's really about the journey, not the destination, right? So as you complete deliveries, you'll enjoy scenic drives, discovering various landmarks, hidden paths, and buried history along the way. While peaceful on the surface, it does seem like this game has a bit of a darker side to it because the forest in the countryside is actually said to be unwelcoming to visitors and is often mentioned in local legends and myths. I personally really appreciate the distinct visual style for the environments that you'll be traversing in this game. The atmosphere, the lighting, and custom ray trace reflections look especially stunning. Truckful is releasing sometime in 2026 for PC via Steam, PlayStation 4, and PlayStation 5. Next at number 6 is Little Lands, a cozy action-adventure game where you get to experience daily life in the Little Lands at your own pace, exploring every corner of the region as you become familiar with the quirky locals. Engage in conversations with them, discover their stories, and help them out along the way with various tasks. And if they like you, some of them can even teach you new skills or provide you with clues that will lead you towards new discoveries. Now, there are some more dangerous areas, offering challenges to overcome, characters to meet, and curious objects to uncover. But you can also stay back and relax in the safe areas of Little Lands, spending your days farming berries, cooking dishes, fishing, catching bugs, and searching for hidden treasures with your trusty shovel. The art style for this game has this charming, toy-like presentation to it, which includes your custom character that looks like an adorable little doll, along with the other residents and the environments, hills, jungles, deserts, and caves, featuring charming interiors that are so fun to look at. It also appears that there's an overworld map, which really elevates that toy-like feel. Little Lands will be releasing for PC and Mac via Steam and on the Nintendo Switch 2, and although we don't have a date locked in yet, there is a playable demo available on Steam if you'd like to try it out now. Then at number 5 is The Edge of Water, an adventure game about a girl leading her floating village on the course of a great fish migration. In this title, you'll set out across the water's surface, with the juvenile fish as your companion, to journey together towards richer waters. You'll get to experience the freedom of traversing the sea using your trusty kite, which is actually very versatile. It can act as a surfboard, a sail, and a parachute, which honestly seems like a really fun and efficient way to get around. Using this tool, you'll navigate both serene shallows and troubled waters by surfing the waves, jumping above obstacles, and gently gliding through the air. And along your adventure, you'll encounter fish awaiting that call of migration, so it's your mission to find different species and lead them to join the event. However, there are other creatures who will stand in your way, and you'll need to fight off those who intend to harm your herds to protect the migration. I absolutely love this concept of traveling across the water's surface, getting to see the life that lies below your feet as you explore. It just looks so visually stunning. And I love good water in games, and I often say that good games have good water, so this seems especially relevant for this title that takes place literally on its surface. The Edge of Water was just announced, so all we know right now is that it will be coming to Steam, but there is also a playable demo available already if you'd like to try out some gameplay. Coming in at number 4 is The Regreening, a simulation game about restoring nature with your hands, your heart, and even a touch of magic. In this title, the world is your garden, so you'll be able to discover new seeds and choose which animal habitats to restore. You'll also learn which plants support each other's growth, so you can create beautiful living biomes according to your vision. But before you can turn the desert into a green oasis, you'll need to clean up old junk, which can be collected and upcycled into decorations for your home or even powerful watering systems for your plants. As life returns to the world, you'll be able to harvest flowers and berries to either replant in new areas or gift to your favorite animals and friends. The game does have a fairy tale spin to it, so you'll meet mythical nature spirits who can grant you powerful abilities in exchange for your help. The regreening is being designed specifically to be a stress-free experience, so there'll be no timers or pressure on your objectives. As you can see, this title has a really unique visual style to it, which was actually one of the very first things that really captivated me when I first discovered this game. And then combine this with the environmental restoration gameplay loop, the adorable animals, and that touch of magic, I really love what I'm seeing. The regreening will be releasing for PC via Steam, with no release date available just yet. Next, at number 3, is Ambroise Niflet and the Gleaned Bell, a mystery adventure where you play as the adorable detective Ambroise Niflet, who's called in for his biggest case yet, a mystery that has thrown the small village of Touvoir into disarray, that being the theft of the Gleaned Bell. Without this bell, time seems frozen, making it impossible for the local villagers to celebrate their annual Time and Apple Festival. Equipped with his notebook, the young detective will need to stir up the whole village to catch the culprit. You'll record testimonies, gather evidence, cross-examine stories, and pinpoint inconsistencies before confronting the villagers with their own lies to track down the thief. With over 20 different characters to interrogate, you'll have your work cut out for you, but if you play your cards right, you'll be able to identify who's guilty. The art style for this one is so adorable. It's inspired by miniatures and stop motion, set in a village of toys. And I think it really nails the look they're going for. It really looks like you'll be exploring a world of dioramas and toys, which I just adore. Ambroise Niflet and the Gleaned Bell will be releasing for PC via Steam, with no release date set, but a playable demo can be enjoyed in the meantime. Then at number 2 is Songs of Glimmerwick, a story-driven Witch Academy RPG set in a woodland fantasy world where playing music is actually the key to spellcasting. You'll customize your own character, not only in appearance, but also in terms of abilities. So as you gain experience throughout your endeavors, you can build up your character, selecting from a variety of skills that can help you garden, trade, or even acquire special abilities, like communicating with animals. You'll attend classes to hone your powers, learning new songs to speak to trees, enchant tools to work for you, open new pathways to explore, and more. But you'll also have plenty of extracurriculars to enjoy, like fishing, diving, joining a band, embarking on forest expeditions, and more. There's also a very lively town with charming shops to frequent, local drama, bustling festivals to attend, and the university garden that you can tend to using magic. And all these mechanics are woven together with narrative-driven quests that focus on unique characters and their stories. What's more is that the game is fully voice acted for both major and minor characters, which is just so refreshing. I'll keep saying this, we need more voice acting in our cozy and simulation games. Now, the visual presentation gives that feeling of jumping straight into the pages of a storybook, with beautiful environments, atmosphere, lighting, creatures, and more to appreciate. If you'd like to see some gameplay and hear that voice acting, I'll have my first impressions linked in the description for your reference. But otherwise, Songs of Glimmerwick is releasing sometime this year for PC via Steam, but I really hope we'll also get some console announcements as we get closer to whenever they ultimately decide to launch it this year. And finally, coming in at number 1 as the cherry on top of today's list is Project Bloomwalker, a cozy crafting game about purifying a corrupted world. In this title, you play as a Bloomwalker with the ability to cure the world of its blight using the power of your traveling caravan, which is actually a deceptively spacious home that can move by way of giant robotic legs, and even houses a giant talking cat. You'll collect resources in expected and also unique ways to craft useful items that will aid you on your adventure. But you can also make fun aesthetic items that you can decorate your settlement with. And in this world, cooking dishes will actually help you with purifying the environments. There will also be some dangers to contend with, but here it seems like the goal is to chase off the enemies rather than defeat them. As you traverse the world, you'll encounter environmental puzzles to solve that will test your wits. But regardless of what you decide to take on, you'll have many quirky companions to help you overcome challenges, including your moving house, Kettle Kid, the firing pot of purification, and little oddlings that you'll collect along the way. As you grow your family of whimsical creatures, you'll be able to customize your settlement to ensure everyone is taken care of. And once you fill enough of each region's purification gauge, you can restore that area in its entirety. Now, this game just looks absolutely stunning. The art style offers this gorgeous anime-inspired presentation, which I believe will honestly only be elevated by that restoration process. For example, watching color completely return to the ground as you anchor your home, and the vegetation that will flourish as you purify the corruption. Those transformations that we've seen so far are so visually dynamic and beautiful, but then there's also these fantastical, quirky little creatures you'll encounter and unique living furniture items. It's very whimsical, so just looking at what's been shared so far of the game, you can probably see why it's earned its spot here on today's list. Project Bloomwalker has been officially announced for PC and Xbox, but the team has shared that they are planning releases for various other platforms as well, so we'll have to stay tuned to learn more. Well, there you have it, friends. Those were 10 cozy games with unique art styles that you might like to add to your wish list. Let me know down in the comments which of these you are looking forward to, most excited for, curious about, anything and everything. You know I always love hearing from you. And with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I love you all, and until next time, take care.